Hey, Mike. I do hear you. You, you, yeah. It's probably not worth listening to me on the thing, because it's going to be like a 2 second delay, and you're going to get really confused. Yeah, but you can. I don't know. I never did it remote. I never. I mean, my cousins. I used to do this with my cousins, and I did it both ways. I don't know which one they would watch. Um, but before, I think what I did with my cousins, well, I guess we did it similarly, so I don't know why we did it this way. It's probably easier to look at Google Sheet. In 1 second, I'm gonna get this dude. Bring him in. Uh, Howdy, Mike. Le- hey, let me merge you in. Yeah, yeah. We'll wait 10 minutes. It's all good. You got it, man. Thanks. Bye. Mike R is parking his car. He'll be here, and he needs like 5 or 7 minutes or something like that. 10 minutes. Here, I'm gonna. Yeah, because then when I update it, like if I go, blah 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 blah, blah and hit enter, you'll see stuff get entered on the sheet, right? And then at the top corner, that right corner there, as I put the games from the left to the right, then I got to do a little finagling, but it will count how many games you have in each month. So my cousins, when I did this with them, they found that useful because there's a lot of homestands, right? So, like, for the first so many games, you're picking generally the better teams, right? But then at some point, you get the less desirable teams, we'll call it. I don't know. And when you get into some of the teams, sometimes you get into a spot where it's like, well, I don't care which one of these teams I pick, and I already have 4 games in November, so I'm not going to pick another November game, right? In some attempt to spread it out. But you can do it any way you want, obviously. But my cousins found that useful, and they dropped out because they got women, and then like the women mixed it. When they were single and fancy free, it was no problem. Once they picked up girlfriends and got married, then it was like, maybe we don't want to spend the money on this. And they're younger, right? So I shouldn't say that. That's just my interpretation. So how's things going otherwise? Okay. But one of my the person who I was rooming with at Penn State, one of his brothers, when he heard that I had a math degree, he was funny. He always tried to like give me surprise math problems. Like he would see me like, Paul, hey, what's 8 times 4? just to be a wise ass. But it was all good fun. But yeah. All right. Up here we go. Let me get this guy into the call. Howdy, sir. You there, Mike? I don't know if I've got you. Up there you are. Cool. All right. Let me merge you in with the other mic. All right. Hopefully I have 2 mics now. Awesome. So, really the easiest way to do this, like I was telling the first mic, or the first mic who was here, I guess, I think the easiest way is if you have open the spreadsheet that has all the teams listed, then as I move them over, you'll be able to see it update on the spreadsheet. Like if you watch me on the stream, you're more than welcome to, but there's going to be like a 2-3 second delay, and it'll probably be extra confusing. The other thing is there's a grid on the spreadsheet that's at the top right. As I move the people into the slot, it will update that grid to show you how many games you have per month. And I was telling Mike B, when my cousins was doing this with me, before they got married and had a budget money, because they're younger, we found it helpful because, like every homestand, right? These games come in waves, and you don't want necessarily all the time too many games in 1 month. That and you're constantly running down there, right? And if you spread it out, it's a little easier. Like, I'm taking 20 tickets, 22 tickets, 21 tickets, whatever it is. I'm going to sell a certain amount of them because I don't want to go down that often, right? But that being said, right, if they spread out, like once at the beginning, you take the good teams, right? Everyone takes the good teams in the beginning. But then, like once you get further into the thing, it's all like meh teams. So like, do you really care if you see, I don't know, Detroit versus, Charlotte Hornets? Probably not, right? But if you already have, 4 games in March, you don't necessarily need a 5th game. All right. Also, I guess one last thing. I think I mentioned this before, but the 2 games that are in pink, they are the preseason games. So, long story short, they practically have no value, right? I mean, you don't know who's going to play, right? Probably not Embiid or Harden, right? You might see a smidgen of Maxey. So, I mean, half the time I just end up like almost giving that game away to someone I know. And probably, unless someone really wants to see Cleveland and Charlotte, pretty much Mike B and I are going to get stuck with one of those games each. So, but hey, sometimes people pick those. I don't know. All right, man. So I had to really think what I wanted this year, and I'm gonna go with the Boston game on the 25th on a Saturday. 25th of February. So if I do that, and I do copy paste, so now you can see that I have 1 game in February. So I'm going to kind of mark my master list here. And Mike B, what do you want? Golden State on the 16th of December. No problem. And let me just mark that off of one of my lists as well. Golden State's always a good one. Well, my wife always likes to go to the home opener, so I am going to pick the home opener against Milwaukee on the 20th. So, Mike R., you got 2 picks. November 22nd, got it. Yep, I was guessing that was going to be the other one. Get to see LeBron while he's still there. Yeah, I must have been in the league now. Is it 20 years? 21 years? Something crazy. Something like that. Alright, so let's see. I am up next. Just double checking my stuff. I've already got that game, so I am going to take the Denver game on Saturday on January 28th. Get to see Joker battle it out with Embiid. Mike B, you're up. Brooklyn on January 25th. Alright. Alright, so I've got my 2 now. I do not know what I want. That will probably be 1. And yeah, I'll take the Suns in November on that Monday. Copy, paste. And because my brother-in-law is coming to town that day, I want to take, there is, where is it? Give me a second. Yeah, I want the that Saturday Hawks game on November 12th. Because I promised that to my brother-in-law, so. And I gotta cross out some stuff and all my thing, but you guys can go. I mean, Mike B, you're up. Yep. I already got a Boston game, so I didn't feel bad about that. Yep. And now I've got one. Give me that Boston. Get rid of that Boston game. All right, what do I got? Yep. What's my look like? Okay. I am going to take. I gotta have probably one with Jimmy Butler, so I will take the Miami game on February 27th. 7th. All right, Mike, you got 2. Festivus. February 23rd, Memphis. Yeah, I thought about the Clippers, but I wasn't sure where we were going to be, and I didn't want to be that close to Christmas. There you go. Oh, it's my turn again. All right, sure. So let's see. I'm just double checking. Let's see. See, now it's getting this a little bit tighter. I'll take the other Milwaukee game on the 18th of November. I gotta update the references. There we go. All right, we're starting to get into some of the maybes. There's still some good ones out there. Yeah, go ahead, Mike. Miami on April 6th. There you go. Yeah, they probably should have. All right, I got back-to-backs. Let's see. Let's see. Eh. I'll take the Chicago game on 1/6. And let's see. See, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, I already got a bunch of games in November. Do I want another one? Let me check my November games. 27. Maybe I won't take that one. I'll take. I'm sorry. You know, I don't have any games in March. I'm going to take that Toronto game. They're always a tough game on March 31st. Mike B, you're up. I'm sorry, which next game? November 4th. November 4th. There it is. I need to do... You know, I'll take the other next game on... I'll take the one on February 10th. Just for giggles. Maybe what's-his-face will get traded there from Utah. It sounds like they want to move him, so... Mitchell or whatever. Yep. Mike, you got two. December 27th? I don't see that. That's okay. That might be a away game if there's a... There's some decent teams out there. I mean, they're not world beaters, but there's some good ones. Minnesota, Atlanta, Toronto, New Orleans, Portland, Dallas. Yeah, Dallas is good. You got it. Half the time, some of these teams that you think are going to suck end up being half decent, and some of the good teams fall apart. So you never know sometimes anyway. All right, you got a second one. Okay. Yeah, I was at the Portland game last year where they were all kind of cheering for what's his face to come to the Sixers. Couldn't convince him. All right. I'm just looking. Um, you know, I'm gonna take New Orleans. Maybe what's his face won't January 2nd. Maybe what's his face won't be injured this year. Mike, you're up. Mike B, that is. You don't have any game. Oh, 1 second. That can't be right. 1 second. There we go. So just FYI, if it makes a difference to you, you don't have any games yet in February, March, or October. Your games right now are one in November, one in December, one in January, two in April. Now that might be okay because it might be those teams suck. I mean, that are in those months. You never know. Okay. That works. All right. Okay. Okay. Do I really have no games in April? I guess I didn't. Oh, it was only a couple games in April anyway. That's right. Yeah. I mean, these COVID months and stuff like that. Like, you know, best schedules were crazy the past couple years. Um, I've got one of those. Um, meh. No. No. Okay. Um, I'll take Sacramento on December 13th. Something slightly different. Kind of spread out a little bit. Oh, I got a second one. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, yeah, I do. I just realized that. I'll I'll take the Minnesota game since no one seems to be grabbing it. I'll I'll sell one or something. I don't want that many. November 19th. Mike B, you're up. Okay. It's a weekend. It's always a plus. Easy to get in and out of. Let's see. I have a Toronto game. Do I have any Decembers? All right, that's right. Um, October, November, Utah. Ah, man. What happened in February? I'll take the Cleveland game on the February 15th. All right, Mike, you get two. Yeah. To be honest, I went a lot to those playoff games where they lost to Atlanta, and if I wasn't going with my brother-in-law, I would like. I've had my fill of Atlanta. I still have scars. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's fun to watch. I got one. You got another one. You don't have any in January. You have one in February. You don't have any in October. Go ahead. Oh, of January? Alright, Oklahoma City. You got it. You can see what I mean now towards the end. It's like, okay. You know, the games, you know, you've gotten a lot of the good or better games. It's like, okay, so what else? Um, I will pick, let's see. I only got one. I will pick November. No, I got four in November. Screw that. I think I'm going to take that. I'll take the Toronto game on December 19th. Just to kind of spread the love a little bit more. All right, Mike B, you are up. The Utah Jazz. Who knows who's going to be on that team by the time they get there, but... Well, they're remaking it. They're remaking it. And, let's see. Yeah, Paul Millsap. That's true. Okay, so I get two. I'll take the Indiana game on October 24th. And let me see. Update my sheet so I can see. How many do I got? What's in March? March is gone. So it's basically anything in there. Oh, that's true. There's two of March still. Yeah. All right. I'll take the. I already have Chicago, right? I do have Chicago. Then I'll take the Washington game because it's a Sunday. I'm going to take the Washington game on March 12th. It's also the day after my birthday. It'll be like a birthday thing. Mike, you're up. Mike B. Yep. Okay, so I've got Washington. Okay, they're all weekday games. Nothing is really sexy. I guess I'll just take the Chicago game on March 20th. All right, Mike R. Last two. What'd I do? Yeah, big thing, right? Washington in November 2nd is there. There's what? Hey, what the preseason games? Haha. There you go. Hey, you can watch Markel Fultz. All right, so January 30th, Orlando. You got it. February 13th, Houston. All right, that takes care of Mike's picks. So that brings it back to me. Let's see. That's I will take the it's close. Sure, I'll take it. Well, I know it all sucks. You know what? I'll check out Markel Fultz as well. I'll take out the Lando game on February 1st. Mike, you're up. January 10th, Detroit Pistons. All right. That leaves me with the last two regular season games. I'll take the Washington game. And I'll take the Detroit game. So that ends out the regular season. Mike, which preseason game would you prefer? You can have the game against Cleveland on the 5th or the Charlotte on the 12th. They're both a Wednesday. I could flip a coin. I don't care. Why don't you take Cleveland? I think Cleveland's a better team. I think Cleveland is a better team than the Bumblebees, but that's my personal opinion. So I'll give Mike the game against Cleveland on 10-5. I will take the 10-12 game against Charlotte. So that will end Mike R. Right, so you can see on the spreadsheet, right, I have the draft, quote unquote, continues for going forward, right, for playoff games. So theoretically, you would get the first two playoff games, and then you would have a drought. That being said, if you want to say, hey, you know, like, because I don't know who they're going to play, but if you come to me and say, hey, I'll trade you one of my first round games for one of your second round games, you know, just to get you in the second round, if I have two of that round, I'd be willing to give you one of them. You know, just so you can spread it out a little bit. Because, you know, it's tough because it's tough to spread out exactly evenly where, you know, you guys are getting 1 out of 4 and I'm getting, you know, 1 out of 2. But I'm certainly willing to switch if you come to me when we see who they're playing, and I'll swap a game with you if you want. Yeah. We don't even know who they're playing, right? So, all right. So what I'll do is I got some company upstairs, so either tonight or tomorrow, you get a bunch of emails from Ticketmaster saying, hey, you've got tickets waiting for you. If you don't have a Ticketmaster account, you have to create one and then accept it into Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster has a deal with the Sixers, so they force you to use Ticketmaster for better or for worse. So I don't think it does. I think if you just get the email and click on it, it will probably ask you to log in to your Ticketmaster account. I would guess, because like I don't have to I never had to transfer the tickets to myself, right? So my cousins had to deal with that. But once you get the bunch of emails coming through, you transfer them to a Ticketmaster account, and then, you know, we're basically done business until it gets close to playoff time. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. You got it. You too. Bye-bye.